Okay, now to continue with our chapter. Okay, we're going over defensive driving and New Jersey State Manual. Okay, again, this is a review. I do not profess to be a professional. I do not profess to be licensed by the state of New Jersey to perform this review. I'm just offering it to anyone who's interested in hearing my thoughts, my opinions. I am reading excerpts from the manual, and again, uh, nothing that I'm going to say here is going to replace reading and studying the manual yourself. Again, it's just a review, okay? Reacting to driving problems. A motorist should always be prepared for any problem that he or she may encounter while driving. Certain situations require the motorist to react immediately in order to avoid an accident. The ignition system. Today's vehicles are equipped with ignition systems that, when used properly, will prevent theft of an automobile and vehicle rollaways. An ignition system permits key removal only when the vehicle's transmission is in the park position. I had a car that you could literally start even though there was no key in the ignition. It was an old car. Okay, no one believed me, but it was the truth. Motorists in an emergency situation on the highway may attempt to turn off the vehicle while it's still in motion, believing they will bring the vehicle to a stop. That will not work. The basic rule the motorist should follow when operating a vehicle with a steering wheel ignition system is never turn the ignition to a locked position while the vehicle is in motion. The steering will lock as the vehicle turns, and the motorist will lose control of the vehicle. Skids. Very important, skids. Okay? Sudden turns, lane changes, and hard braking can throw a vehicle into a skid. This often happens on wet or icy roads. A motorist should handle a skid in both front wheel and rear wheel driving vehicles in the same way. If the rear end of the vehicle starts to slide, a motorist should take his or her foot off the gas pedal. A vehicle may spin in if the steering wheel is quickly turned away from the direction of the skid. To avoid a spin, the motorist should turn in the direction the rear of the vehicle is skidding without oversteering. When skidding, a motorist should look in the direction that he or she wants to go. A motorist will be able to feel when the vehicle is back under control and should straighten the vehicle. During a side skid, avoid using the brakes. In my opinion, with skids, okay, you got to ride them out, because technically you're not in control of the vehicle. The vehicle and physics are in control of the vehicle. So you have to steer with it so as to gain control. And this is something that is a skill that you only learn from practice. Okay. Emergency stops. If in an emergency, highway stop is necessary, a motorist should always keep several basic points in mind. On a highway with paved shoulders, signal and turn onto the shoulder or at a near traffic speed. Then begin to slow down. When the shoulder is unpaved, signal a turn and slow down to a safe speed before turning off. Once the vehicle is pulled off to the shoulder, turn on the parking lights or emergency warning lights. Never block taillights at night by standing or working behind the vehicle. Day or night, put a flare or other warning signal just behind the vehicle. Put another warning vehicle at least 300 feet back, about 120 paces. Raise the hood. Tie a white handkerchief to the antenna or left door handle as a signal that help is needed. Running off the pavement. If a vehicle drifts onto the shoulder of the road, do not try to turn back onto the pavement right away. This might throw the vehicle off balance. Too often motorists panic and steer abruptly to return to the road, causing the vehicle to slingshot across the roadway onto traffic. Or into traffic. Instead, a motorist should stay on the shoulder and ease up off the gas pedal after the vehicle is slowed down to about 25 miles or less. A motorist may return to the road by turning the steering wheel 1/4 turn towards the roadway. This will allow tires to climb the pavement edge and get back onto the pavement. If a vehicle runs off the pavement, slow down, regain control, turn slowly onto the road. Car fires. Quite simply, get out of